Welcome to the movies, pal. Your friendly neighborhood master chaos back with you once again. Come on in. It's cold outside, my friend, and it's warm in here. I've got a seat saved for you, as always. It's lovely to see you again. Today, we're talking Andy Warhol, Paul Morrissey, and kind of homoerotic Frankensteins. It's a lot. It's a lot. But word of warning: to know life, you must F it in the gallbladder. I don't know why I censored myself because I say fuck all the time, so I guess it doesn't really matter. You have to fuck it. You have to fuck it in the gallbladder. And we know that because, well, this movie tells us so. My friend, welcome to Flesh for Frankenstein, also known as Andy Warhol's Frankenstein, also known as Paul Morrissey's Frankenstein, probably also known as Andy Warhol's Flesh for Frankenstein. I don't know, it's got a lot of titles. Regardless, this multi-titled film has multi-versions available here thanks to Vinegar Syndrome. This is the new release. This is, of course, the Black Friday 2021 super special release that everybody was excited about, except yours truly. I'm going to be honest. I'm not a big Paul Morrissey, Andy Warhol fan at all. I don't get it. It's not for me. So, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you that. But stick around, because this review is going to get juicy. Andy Warhol's Frankenstein is a strange beast. But before we unpack the movie, let's unpack this release. You get that lovely sturdy case, then you get two versions of the movie. Now, this is the 4K right here. This, which I took out weirdly, and now it's upside down, is the 3D. So the movie's in 3D and the movie's in 4K. I will say real briefly, the 4K's fucked, and we all know that. They somehow the reds were pushed up and everybody looks like a lobster. I did listen to the commentary on the 4K because I wanted to do a little bit of special features and check out the 4K and all that stuff. So I listened to the commentary on this. I'll talk about special features towards the end. Stay tuned for that. I got some interesting thoughts to share about the commentary on this one. Then the 4K looked okay, but yeah, it is very red. We are getting replacements on this, so keep that in mind. If you did not know that, 4K replacements are going out probably February, I believe, for that one, for Frankenstein. I watched the movie the first way through, well, not the first time ever, but recently on this release, on 3D. Now, only because it was such a unique kind of thing, and it's sort of a gimmicky thing. That's why I chose 3D over 4K for my first viewing experience. And I gotta say, the 3D was okay. The 3D was pretty cool. The movie's definitely shot for 3D, so there's a lot of 3D little fun gimmicks. But obviously, the red and blue muddies the screen. And forget about color palettes. Forget about natural skin tones and clothing textures and things like that. That all gets buried because you're looking at it through a red and blue. So everything kind of washes out a little bit. I like Silent Madness better, 3D wise. I think Silent Madness was brighter too. I don't know, it just lent itself more to 3D. But this was okay. I'm curious why they went 3D with it, but I don't know. I guess it's just part of the schlocky appeal of it all together. Flesh for Frankenstein is essentially a Hammer movie. You have Frankenstein and his goal, played by Udo Kier, of course. His goal is to create the perfect man and woman so that they can mate and make him a master race of children, I think. I think that's what he wants. He has a woman, a bride, and he's looking for the perfect head for his male monster creation, so that they can mate and make babies for him. It doesn't make any sense because he has two children already. So, I mean, honestly, this movie's very nonsensical. So to go in expecting a plot that kind of works, well, it's not really there. I think the whole movie is essentially a spoof. I mean, that's what it feels like to me. This whole movie, unequivocally, is a Mel Brooks movie without the humor. Think Young Frankenstein, think Dracula Dead and Loving It, and you're going to get a good idea as to what Flesh for Frankenstein is, because that's kind of what it is. It's a spoof movie. It's a Hammer movie spoof without any overt humor, and I think, to me, that was the big drawback. There really is no comedy here. There really is no heart here. There really is nothing here except what feels like a community theater version of Frankenstein. You know what? I'm not going to bore you with the rest of the plot details because that is the movie's number one fault. It is a snooze fest. It is boring. Oh my god, what a dull, drab affair. So boring. I've got to be honest with you. I was so bored by this movie. And I'm shocked that people like Andy Warhol or Paul Morrissey were involved with something so dull. Even with Udo in the fucking lead. I mean, he's always great, but here, I don't know. He just didn't have that snap and charisma that I was kind of expecting to help, you know, carry us through the drab and dull times in the movie, and there are quite a bit of those times throughout.
To know death, Otto, you have to fuck life in the gallbladder.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Total fucking bullshit.
Now, my comparison to community theater is apt because the movie plays out almost like a play. There's maybe 3 locations and maybe one exterior, two or three exterior locations, but the movie almost entirely takes place in Frankenstein's lab. So we're in there for the bulk of the movie, and it's almost shot like a play. Maybe that was because of the 3D, and it was easier that way because back then those cameras were massive. So I understand that being a technical issue. But the movie largely plays out like a play with these sort of big master shots and the characters doing goofy stuff. It does lean on the gore. There are some great gore gags, I will say that. So it definitely will get a star for it. Just the excellent gore gags. It was a great beheading. The last 10 minutes is pretty juicy. There's a ton of nudity. A ton of big healthy boobies in this. I'm gonna be sexist for a second here and say that the women weren't attractive. So it kind of was a weird disconnect between the not very attractive women and their massive boobs. Also, I will say there's full frontal male nudity in this, so hey, if you're into that, you get to see Joe D'Alessandro's wiener.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
But you already know if you like this. You're just hanging out with me, listening to my opinion. I want to hear yours, by the way, in the comments down below, so please do that. If you're new here, do leave me a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of 2021. Fingers crossed, we are almost there. As of the recording of this video, I'm 75 people away. 75 people away from 2,000 subs. Oh my god, mind-blowing. If I get there, by the way, before 2022, I'm going to donate $100 to a whole bunch of... Well, I'm going to split up $100 into a whole bunch of charities. So, basically, a subscription to Master Chaos means you're going to be doing good, you know, vicariously in the world, making the world a better place. So I'm just tossing that out there. I'm gonna do something in thanks and gratitude to your subscriptions, to all your likes and all your support and all that good stuff. Remember to join. I've got a Patreon. I've got extra content on there as well. So if you're new here, please do me a favor. Just subscribe. You know, hang out for as long as you can. And if down the line, a couple months you don't like the content, then feel free to leave. That's fine. But subscribe. Get me to 2,000 subscribers for the end of this year. Oh my god! We're going to do some good in the world. Okay, back to Flesh for Frankenstein. Flesh for Frankenstein, surprise, surprise, is going to get 1 star. 1 star from me. I know that that's very low, and this is like the big prestige release of the year. Holy shit, they got Flesh for Frankenstein. Holy shit, I can't believe it. But I've got to be honest, I've got to give you my opinion. My opinion is, I'm just not an Andy Warhol guy. I'm not a Paul Morrissey person. I love Udo, but I just don't like these movies. They don't work for me. They're not for me. But since I have it, and I'm a fan of Vinegar Syndrome, and I'm reviewing it, my thoughts are this is a 1-star movie. I gotta be honest with you. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think. Did you love this movie? Did you hate this movie? Did you find it exciting? Did the humor work for you? Think of a less funny Elvira's Haunted Hills. That's kind of what this feels like. It almost, yeah, that's what it feels like. Like a whole bunch of actors, hey, let's shoot a horror movie, a Hammer horror movie spoof over the weekend. That's what it felt like. Yeah, tons of tits, tons of gore, but just bland and just empty. Just felt empty. Although I gotta say, the last 10 minutes are great. The 4K comes with the Blu-ray and the 4K disc. I've already talked about the 4K itself having issues and will be replaced. Toot sweet. I gotta say, this is pretty cool. I do like this. I'm glad that they included that because obviously you need it. I mentioned the commentary track, so let's talk about that briefly. Sam Deegan, Kat Ellinger, and Heather Drain, the 3 ladies, join us for a lively discussion. They definitely make the movie more interesting sounding than it is. They love this movie. This is the movie that's near and dear to their hearts. They definitely see something in this movie that I don't. Maybe it's a female perspective that really works for them in terms of that movie, but we're definitely of different minds when it comes to this movie, but their commentary is pretty interesting. Most of it is them talking about how difficult Paul Morrissey was to work with, and how sexy Joe D'Alessandro is, and how funny elements of the movie are that to me just didn't work. But the commentary is pretty good, and you get a little bit of backstory on the making and all that good stuff. So I do recommend it if you want a little more info. On top of that, you get an interview with Stephen Thrower, you get an interview with the producer, you get a ton of content, almost too much to mention. Too much interview with the man, the myth, the legend, Udo Kier. Joe D'Alessandro's on here. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. And that'll do, Poopy Shoe. That is my review of Flesh for Frankenstein from Vinegar Syndrome here on 4K and 3D. Did you get this? Have you seen it? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments down below. For now, time to close the theater down. My friend, I love you. I love you just the way you are. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. This is a very special time in the world, and I hope you're doing okay. I genuinely do. Whether you subscribe or not, I hope you're okay. I hope you're well. I'm sending you lots of love wherever you are in the world. Hang in there, please. Not just for yourself. Hang in there for your old pal, Master Chaos. It's going to get better. I promise you. I promise you. For now, my friend, I've got to grab the curtain, pull it across the silver screen. I'm going to bid you adieu. Because, unfortunately, the theater is closed for now.